Big weekend in the Premier League, match week 35 in the Premier League this weekend. Manchester United up against Liverpool. That's the biggest game of the week, and that's a Super Sunday. But of course, we also have two games that may decide where the title will go at the end of the season. Arsenal will take on Fulham at the Emirates Stadium on Saturday, and of course, later on Monday, Everton will host Manchester City. Welcome to another edition of Sport Hangout, where we'll give you the latest coming from the ever-busy world of sport. Want to preview the games this weekend, the Premier League. Interesting games are just 3 rounds of games after this one to the end of the Premier League season. It's becoming more interesting and exciting. JJ is here. JJ, let's talk about the game on Saturday. Arsenal will take on Fulham. Arsenal have a chance of going 6 points clear at the top of the table. By the way, the last Premier League game was at home to Newcastle United. They won that game by a long goal. And then the Champions League on Wednesday, they got a good draw. I mean, a good result away in Spain against Atletico Madrid. They are playing at home this time around. So, two things. Arsenal have a chance of going 6 points clear of Man City because Man City won't play till Monday. And then, of course, I think they are more relaxed right now. If they win this game, will it be advantage for Arsenal? If they win this game?
Well, it's a big if.
Yeah.
If they win the game, it will be an advantage. Because the thing is, it will create a gap, 6 point gap. Now, that gap is not only on paper, the gap is psychological now. Because it's Manchester City, we feel, okay, they've got a huge task of at least cutting the 6 point down to three first
and then
before they play their outstanding games. And if Arsenal will, I think if Arsenal must win, they must win. It's not if. They must win. And they can't afford to win by small margins.
Yeah, that's
They've been winning the past 7 games.
I can't remember last time Arsenal scored more than a goal.
They scored just
one. Even the Champions League.
If they score at all, it's just been a goal.
Yeah.
So
and that's a problem.
That's a problem now. They've got to score goals. Otherwise, if Man City manage to win their 2 outstanding games, then it'll be on the same point. And if they manage to outscore Arsenal, then they will be they will be above Arsenal on that point on goal difference.
Yeah.
So Arsenal can't afford to lose, number one. Then they can't afford to
not to
score. Or the game against Newcastle was just terrible. Just a single shot on target. All through the game, 90 minutes, scored the goal, and of course they got 3 points. But now, as it stands, it is almost obvious that 3 points can't get Arsenal over the line.
Okay, but JJ, how would they solve this goal scoring problem? Because for the past 5-6 games, they've been scoring just 1 single goal per game. That's not good enough for a team like Arsenal, the Champions League, even their defeat to AFC Bournemouth, the win against Newcastle United. What is wrong with Arsenal? They're not scoring goals.
I think they are lacking cutting edge, clinical edge now. They're not being clinical in front of goal. They are quite being profligate. And
they're wasteful.
They're very wasteful. No, I wouldn't even say wasteful. They're not creating chances. Let's just put it that way. They're not creating chances.
That's the fault of the midfielders, right? So Odegaard and Eze.
It's not really midfielders now. I think it's not just midfielders work to create chances now. You've got your wingers. Are the wingers putting the right ball into the channel? Are they getting the striker fed? Are the midfielders? That's when the midfielders come in.
Yeah.
Are they putting the right ball on the plate for the wingers, the attackers, and to just bring them into the game and try? So they're not getting the chances. They are not being clinical enough, even with the ones they get. So, but to have a shot on target all throughout 90 minutes, that doesn't show an attacking mentality.
Definitely.
They are quite. I think they are quite desperate to hold on at the back. So at least
they are afraid of losing, right?
They are afraid of losing. But one thing now is they can't even afford to draw now.
Yeah.
Drop any more points and it could be game over very quickly.
All right. Let's talk about the big game on Sunday. Manchester United up against Liverpool. Now, both teams are almost guaranteed Champions League places for next season. United, fantastic result last time out at Old Trafford against Brentford. 2-1. And for Liverpool, of course, they've also been getting good results in recent times. So Liverpool, they are fourth. I think they have.
Yes, they are fourth.
They are fourth. Manchester United third.
So
that's just the lineup right now on the league log. United playing at home. The reverse fixture earlier this season, as bad as Ruben Amorim was as United manager, United went to Anfield and beat Liverpool. This time around, it's going to be at Old Trafford. Man United hosting Liverpool at Old Trafford. That's a Super Sunday, 3:30 p.m. Nigerian time on Sunday. How do you think this will pan out?
Yeah, it's a game that over the years have proved very difficult for Manchester United. I think they just felt the momentum shifted in favor of Man United when they won at Anfield, something they hadn't done in 9 years. Now, the thing is, can they do a job over Liverpool, which they have not done in a very long time too? But we all know United, they tend to turn up against big teams more than
they've beaten Arsenal, they've beaten Man City, they've beaten Tottenham Hotspur, they've beaten Chelsea.
I
mean, this season they've been good against
big boys. And so I see them that currently Liverpool, Mohamed Salah is out, Alexander Isak is back in, Igor Ekitike is out. Then they've got Gakpo, they've got Alexander Isak, and then they've got Florian Wirtz. So I think they've still got quality up front. But now Sunday is the day for Manchester United to cement their place in the Champions League. Win against Liverpool, and then they have qualified for the Champions League.
Forget about
then Liverpool and Aston Villa will need to battle it out against us. So, but it's not as easy as it seems. Because it's going to be a tough game, because both teams are coming into this game almost on the basis of we don't just want to finish in top 5 now. We want to finish at least maybe top 4 or top 3, so that it can help. These pots, they do the seeding, so you can have quite a page.
All right, let's talk about a game, a team fighting relegation. Tottenham Hotspur. Last time out, they recorded their first win last time in 2026, beating Wolverhampton Wanderers away from home. But that win meant little or nothing, because West Ham United won their game as well. So they are still 2 points behind West Ham United, who are occupying the last safety spot in the Premier League. So they need to hope that West Ham lose and of course they win. But they're playing away to Aston Villa at Villa Park. It's also a tough game. Aston Villa, they are not mathematically guaranteed Champions League place, so they need to get something in this game. So Aston Villa, Tottenham, who do you think will go for this game more?
Yeah, I think now it's a very good game for the Premier League. One is trying to fight relegation, beat the draw. Another is trying to make it for the Champions League. And both of them coming together at this stage of the season. It's going to be really difficult. But Aston Villa, they are playing at home now.
And Villa Park.
Tottenham, they've been extremely poor this season. So even the win against Wolves, they managed to just get over the line with scrap. It was just more or less of a scrap. So now Aston Villa are playing. They want to, by all means, get to the Champions League. Tottenham don't want to.
They're also in the semi-finals of the Europa League.
Tottenham have been overstretched with injuries. Now they got Seaman out of the season and out of the World Cup as well. So right now, I can say that the players, they don't have much. They don't have the physicality. They don't have the stamina. They don't have the psychological
mentality. Very important.
The mentality to go and do wins over teams like Aston Villa. If they need to win. They need to win. Where will they get the win from? How do they win?
Because if they lose this game,
it's their first win in 2026, for God's sake, against a relegated Wolves. I'm telling you that if Wolves hadn't been relegated, if they still had hope of making it, they would have beaten Tottenham. They would have beaten Tottenham. It's almost given that.
I mean, not good enough.
I don't think there is no way that Tottenham are not getting relegated this season. I'm not sure they can beat the draw.
Let's talk about the so-called world champions, Chelsea. See, I was discussing with somebody and I said, because Chelsea won a game against Leeds United in the FA Cup, maybe that would be a catalyst for them to finish in the top 5. The guy told me, Toby, go and check the league log. Chelsea, they are far away from Champions League football. 10 points behind. I mean, that's a lot. I mean, how do you even get that? 10 points is a lot. I mean, if you check the Premier League log right now,
they are 10 points behind Liverpool and Aston Villa.
That's a lot. That's 3 matches.
13 points.
That's more than 3 matches now.
Yes, 13 points behind Manchester United.
I'm not sure they are thinking.
Points, that's 3 games.
So
4 games. They need to win 4 games. And there are only 4 games left. So which means if Aston Villa and Liverpool do win tomorrow, Chelsea are out.
So I think Chelsea is out of the Champions League equation. The best they can get is Europe. Even that Europa League. Now, for Chelsea fans, you guys have 2 ways of
either win the FA Cup.
If you win the FA Cup, you go to the Europa League. Or you finish in the top 6.
It's not even top.
If you finish 7th, it's Conference League. But But you guys,
I think they can still win. They can
That's
still
if
win.
that's if
Man City. If Man City,
so there are a lot of
if Man City win the FA
FA Cup,
they will need to look at someone else. So they will go and look for 6 and 7. So that's the only way that Chelsea can still make it.
Chelsea fans,
but I'm not still convinced that this Chelsea team will win their next game. I'm not.
So Chelsea. Convinced. Forget about going to the Champions League season. That will not happen. The best you guys can get is Europa League.
They are playing against
Nottingham Forest at Stamford Bridge.
And this is a Nottingham Forest that's rejuvenated. I see them beating Chelsea, honestly. Because
at Stamford Bridge.
Stamford, have you forgotten?
Chelsea have lost like 6 games at home this season. Premier League.
6 or 7.
They've been losing games back to back at home. So I will not be surprised. But let's talk about the last game of game week 35. That will be at the Dickens Stadium. Everton up against Manchester City. Now, this game is a potential banner pick for Man City. Tough game. Everton have lost their last 2 games, so they can also finish in the top 7. They can go to the Europa Conference League, so they have something to fight for. If Man City fail to win this game and Arsenal beat Fulham on Saturday, it could be game over.
Yeah, for both teams, for both Arsenal and Manchester City, whatever team they are playing against this week, both teams are banana peels for them.
Yeah.
So it's not just for if Arsenal, if the banana peel drops them on Saturday, then you can understand that for Manchester City, they will take extra motivation.
But what I'm saying is that Everton at home, very difficult to beat.
Yes, it's I understand, but this is still Manchester City.
Okay.
I mean,
but City have not been convincing. In their last 2 games in the FA Cup
Arsenal have not been convincing either.
But they're also struggling.
Both teams are struggling. So it's about who struggles
but
best to win.
Can we compare their opponents, Fulham with Everton? They almost Everton. They are Fulham. They are 10th.
I tell you that Fulham are even above Everton on the league table, so they are performing better than Everton on the league in the league. So it's just, although it's just a difference of a point.
Yes.
So both teams are playing 2 teams that are proximity.
But historically, playing away to Everton have always been very tough for Manchester
It has, but it's not like this time around. I think they can just, if the result against Arsenal will depend. It will really
doesn't matter if Arsenal beat Fulham.
If Arsenal beat Fulham, then Manchester City will know they can't afford to go there and drop any point. Then that could play into Everton's hand because they can
pressure.
If they don't manage their emotion, they get beaten.
And Everton, they have an experienced manager.
Against Arsenal versus Fulham, if Arsenal lose against Fulham, then Manchester City will know that yes, they can relax, go into that game and play their game and get away.
All right, let me get your predictions for all the games. Arsenal, Fulham. Last week you said Arsenal was going to drop on against Newcastle.
Yes,
Arsenal won that game.
It was so close. They were
Arsenal,
that
Fulham.
was so close to happening. Arsenal, Fulham. I think I will go for Fulham now. Now the thing is, I don't think Arsenal can.
You go for Fulham beating Arsenal.
I don't think Arsenal can manage the congestion.
But
these fixtures are piling up.
Arsenal at home, Saka is back.
Oh, come on.
Calafiori is back.
We saw Saka yesterday. So what do you know?
So okay, so you are saying that Fulham will beat Arsenal.
Fulham will beat. I'm not even a draw now.
At the Emirates Stadium.
Yes.
Are you saying this objectively or?
It's not objectively.
Okay.
It's objectively. Okay. Fact.
Okay.
Subjectively.
Subjective. Bad belly somebody. Manchester United will take on Liverpool.
Yeah. That's going to be a
potential draw.
Potential draw. But
1-1-2-2.
If Manchester United play like they've been playing the past couple of weeks, they will get
Aston Villa, Tottenham Hotspur, Villa Park.
Aston Villa
will beat Tottenham.
Yes, there's no way Tottenham are doing anything like that.
World champions Chelsea up against Nottingham Forest.
Nottingham Forest.
To beat Chelsea.
These
are bold calls, right?
Yes.
Everton at home to Manchester City.
Manchester City.
I see a draw in this game.
Man City will win.
You think Man City will win?
Man City will win.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you agree with JJ? He has made some bold calls. Arsenal
will lose. Liverpool might draw. Then Aston Villa will win.
How can
Chelsea
you say Arsenal in the title race will lose to Fulham at the Emirates? By the way, Alex Iwobi is practically out for the rest of the season, so he's not going to be available for Fulham. Alex Iwobi has been one of the standout players for Fulham this season. Unfortunately for Marco Silva, we will not have Alex Iwobi available for the away trip to Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium. And let me give you an interesting stat. Now, this game will play 5:30 p.m. Nigerian time. All the games Arsenal have played at this time of the season, let me repeat again. All the matches Arsenal have played from the start of the season till now at late kickoff 5:30 every Saturday or 6:30, Arsenal have won. Maybe
well,
that change.
well,
Not an interesting start, right?
Stats are always interesting.
Interesting
Until they get
stats, right?
broken. Statistics are always interesting
Okay.
until they get broken. So when they beat Arsenal now, then we will see if you can still repeat those statistics.
And I'm very interested, before we rank up, very interesting. Arsenal have lost 4 games at home. No, Arsenal have lost 4 games. This is the Premier League. Man United, Aston Villa,
Man City,
and
Liverpool.
and Bournemouth. Team 4.
And Liverpool,
And
5.
Is it 5?
Yeah.
5 again. Wow. 5. But out of that 5, I think
It's already
2.
getting bloody.
I think 2 out of that. 2 out of that.
At home.
At home, early kickoff. Yeah. Bournemouth and Aston Villa. The Manchester City, they lost to Man City on Sunday, Liverpool on Sunday. So
Manchester
Arsenal,
United
on Sunday. Arsenal do not lose at this time. So let's see if that will change. Game week 35.
Now you people are hanging on statistics now to
Until next time that we are going to meet, I remain Toby.
And I'm JJ. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, and engage our posts. Turn on notifications so you can get updates on our posts as well. Until next time. Do you think Arsenal or Manchester City, either of them will drop points this week? Drop in the comment box. I'd like to hear from you. Thank you.